question, because then I'll get to my, you can chew on it. The Addams Family or Munsters. Uh, it's like, sometimes we have to choose. Do you like the Addams Family more than the Munsters? Or you have to pick, because they're doing a Wednesday spinoff. I don't know if you've seen this or not. There's going to be a Wednesday spinoff. I didn't pull up a link. My link is for a tweet that just was casting news, so I don't have the article in front of me. But it's basically MGM. They're going to have it directed by Tim Burton, a horror comedy series focused on Wednesday as she navigates high school. She seeks to develop her psychic abilities as well as solving a mystery that has plagued her family since she was born. We last saw Wednesday when she was a young girl, so a little bit of a time jump here. They have Gwendolyn Christie from Game of Thrones. They have Louis Guzman. He is from Dexter. I know who he is. He's playing Gomez. That's a good casting call. Catherine Zeta-Jones is going to play Morticia. Then other actors and stuff I don't really know. Some comedic stuff being brought in, things of that nature. So, mixed feelings. Don't quite know. It's going to Netflix, so it's also like, don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Can't watch, don't have access to Netflix, so therefore don't care.
Listen, hey man, I understand. There's no judgment of anything. When they crack down on passwords and stuff, I'm going to be shut out of a lot of my stuff, to be perfectly honest. But you have an affinity for Addams Family or Munsters, one over the other, or both, or what are your thoughts on that for those franchises? Because they're kind of like, they seem like they should be bigger than they are, and we kind of dabble with them, but they never quite take off.
Okay, I like both, but Munsters.
Really? Awesome. That's great. I'm an Addams Family person more, but again, with you, I like both, but yeah, I'm an Addams Family person more. So go ahead. Tell me, why is the Munsters more sacred in your heart? Doesn't even really have to be a reason, Cap. It's completely okay. Just because. Sometimes. When you grow up on it, sometimes it's just because.
It's something I saw more. I had more draw to it. It's just...
Okay.
But I like both. So it was, I mean, they were on the same channel, so it's like, okay.
You're in good company. Dan Lawless is loving you. Thanks, Dan, for hopping in here and sharing with us. Tell us, Dan, why the Munsters? You could chime in too. First off, Cap, I got to be honest. I completely agree. Partly Addams Family is because more exposure, the catchy song when I'm that young. But just it's almost like those two represent its own subgenre that to me is just dead. And I'd like to see it do well. I saw the story and I want to get into it. I will tell you, folks, everything I've read, I don't see any red flags yet. I don't see any crazy woke stuff. If it wants to be centered, if it's called Wednesday, it wants to center around Wednesday, that's fine. That's all much safer ground than the gender swapping and stuff we were talking about before. So this could be, it can be fun. My issue is I just want it to be lighthearted. I want it to be lighthearted. The lead actress, her name is Jenna Ortega. She was one of the teens that's in Scream. She's kind of the snarky girl that was in this like chick drama called You. She's actually not bad. I can see her playing Wednesday. So that works for me. But again, we don't know the context of the writers and the story and all that, but it could be fun. And I want to see more of that. I want to see more of this genre. Munsters. Dan says I can relate to Herman. Yeah, we can all relate to Herman. Isn't it great that we have and those two side by side. There's it's almost like you see your family in some of this stuff. Of course, right? Some of it. Oh, yeah. It's so good. It was so good. Yeah, I loved Cousin It and the crazy stuff that would happen and Herman. Oh man, Herman was the best. And I have such a soft spot for anything Frankenstein. I'm a huge Frankenstein fan. I love anything Frankenstein. So yeah, good stuff. I don't know. There was talks they were going to do something with Munsters. I didn't really dig and see where we're at with any of that kind of stuff because I haven't heard anything recently.
No.
But yeah, the Addams Family show on Netflix is moving forward. It's called Wednesday. And all I can tell you is I don't see any major red flags in my opinion. Dan says it was always the same joke every episode, but it was still funny. But you know what? That was like, especially from like the 60s through the 80s, it was almost like part of the shtick. It was almost like part of the program. Like, where is this joke? You know it's coming, and things like that. Like, the Three's Company joke, it had this one, and Love Boat had this one. And you had some of these different things, especially in the comedy. So I'm
Did I do that?
did I? Yeah, but it was like it was part of the brand, and it was part of the. You weren't getting a job at writing a script for Good Times and not making Dynamite jokes. It's not going to
Yeah.
happen, right? You're not going to, Different Strokes is not going to have what you talking about, Willis. It had to be there. It was part of it, and we've heard it 100 times, and we still laugh at 101.
Yep.
Oh, I miss those days. Dan, I bet you miss those days. I know, Cap, you definitely miss those days. We want to laugh.
Absolutely.
We want to have a good time. We want to support Wednesday. We hope it's good. We hope it's good.
I do. I do hope it's good.
It'd be fun to have something good like that. So